The book is called Resilience and Opportunity, Lessons from the U.S. Gulf Coast After Katrina and Rita. Since Katrina and Rita happened in 2005, there have been so many disasters really all over the world, and yet everyone continues to look at what's happened in the Gulf Coast post-Katrina and Rita because this was such a massive disaster.
Educating yourself is the ultimate power. Those who are equipped with knowledge are more able and have a greater capacity to respond to disasters, to rapid change.
There is a strong message about data and how important it is for you not only to have the data, but for you to be able to manipulate the data so that you're clearer about what your conditions are.
We have over 20 authors from the Gulf Coast who are scholars and experts in their area. Most of them work in local universities, and they've lived these reforms. And so they're just on-the-ground experts in what they're doing.
In the book, we talked about the tension between trying to change the culture and trying to change the leadership functions. Leadership can be adventurous. Leadership can look into the future. Leadership can change how individuals behave. And if we do it right, it can influence how society behaves.
We need to be able to have some good recommendations to be able to offer those solutions to our friends and colleagues across the world so they could be able to rebuild their systems after a major devastating blow where all the systems are completely knocked out.
In our case, we were fortunate enough to be able to accomplish not only a fix, but lasting change because we created systems of ethical reform that are now embedded in our home rule charter.
Everything's about the lesson of were we advancing before and do we have an opportunity to advance now and what does that mean?
We think this is a really important book for people to read who are thinking, what are we going to do when that time comes for us?
This region has demonstrated that it has capacity to tackle really tough issues, and I hope they channel that to a lot of unfinished business.
I do hope that people read this who are interested in becoming engaged or involved, whether that's through the political process, through neighborhood associations or other philanthropic or other organizations, because I think it shows how a small amount of time, talent, and treasure can be leveraged to make dramatic change for an entire community.
This book has a number of lessons that really help guide how folks and leaders and residents should think through those kind of systemic reforms.